What up? It's your boy Blake Anthony back with another episode of the Overreaction Show right here on Sports Talk49. Bucs, you see the title. Bucs sail to victory over Panthers with an unexpected duck on deck. Unexpected duck on deck. Of course, we'll talk about all that and what, the block punt and, the big win and Dave Canales and all those things like that. And now I'll talk a little bit about some tape I saw too. I just wanted to talk about something that was cool and something that it just goes under the radar. But first and foremost, big shout out to Duck Man and all that. If anybody can get a hold of that Duck Man, he's hard to get a hold of. I found out who his agent is. I found out who the agent is, but he won't take any of my calls. If you have seen this Duck, that is his agent, Agent Donald Duck. I can't get a hold of him for some reason. I'm trying to get him on the show, and he just won't pick up any of my calls. You see, he's on the phone, but he won't pick up my damn calls. Selfish MFer. Anyway, back on to what I was saying. Yeah, that was pretty cool with the funny thing with the duck flying around the stadium and then landed. You would only see that if you were in the game. He was flying around for a minute and then landed, and then, block punt immediately happened after he landed, and J.J. Russell scored. But give big shout out to Joe Tryon. Nobody talks about Joe Tryon was the one that blocked the punt, and nobody mentions it. Joe Tryon is the one that set up the whole thing in motion for him to score. But let me go into what I always do. First off, let me add this file to the stream for another talking point later. But you know how I do. I always go into my box score, and we'll talk about the box score real quick. So box score, Baker Mayfield, 359 yards, $5, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touchdown passes. Bucs shut down the rushing game of another team, something that nobody talks about. All they want to talk about is, they give up the passing yards. They give up secondary. Well, yeah, they have nobody back there. But yet they week in and week out, they stopping the run. So you stop in one half of an offense, and all you got to do is worry about passing. But that's also your weakest point, too, because all your guys are hurt. And Dean went out with an injury. Bucky Irvin, 20 rushes for 113 yards. He has proven to be the lead back. Go over here. Of course, Bucky Irvin, Sean Tucker, 8 for 39. Rashard White, 6 for 30. Mike Evans led the day, 8 reception, 97 yards, 2 touchdown passes. Jalen McMillian, 551, 2 touchdown passes. And Devin Culp, that's a guy I told you about earlier in the year. If he's healthy and playing, he's going to make a difference. And they also had the other fast guy in there. He was there all season. I forgot Johnson. Johnson's back, too, with the speed. Man, I'm telling you, that Culp is going to make a difference at that tight end spot. Dude is going to make a difference. I said that at the beginning of the year, and he played a lot in this game and showed a lot. You expect more out of him. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Now we go to defense a little bit. Zion, 5 for 1. Yaya, Logan Hall, Anthony Nelson, Kalijah Kancey, and Chris Braswell all had sacks in this game. So finally, the Bucs got some sacks. Something they hasn't been a hot commodity here because of the lack of edge pressure. I honestly forgot about Chris Braswell up until they put him in later game. I'm like, is he that bad in practice? I know he only has one move, speed rush upfield. He's got to develop other moves because we've had guys here that only have one trait is just to run upfield and hopefully you beat the tackle. And that's not going to work in this league, especially against premier offensive tackles. You've got to have a multi moves when you're rushing the edge, coming off the edge. Yeah, let's talk about the little video here. Let's break down some tape. And, it was at that moment, too, we got. So let's look at some of this tape. Come on now, you're going to start without me telling you. Back it up. Back it up now. Back it on up. So some of these big runs, we don't talk about enough and why it happens. So you have the guard and the tackle pull from the backside, and the other two, everybody else blocks down. So you're basically the guys on the left side of the line have an easy block depending on the way the off defensive line lines up. All you're doing is basically sealing. You're cut blocking on the front side, and then you're pulling the other two guys from the right side. So your first block is sealed with the guard because he's obviously closest to that side. Cody Monk. But then the big one, then like I said, things get missed, and this is why I'm here to push. You see up top here where there's 57. You see 99, a big dude, and the guy in front of him, 57. Look at what Look at what my boy is doing over here. Just driving 57 back, driving 5, 10 yards, 15 yards, 14, 13 yards back, shoving that man back in the block. These are why running lanes are so wide open. You see it? Seal block by Cody, done. Turn him inside, textbook. Now let him get around. How do I keep doing that? I said let him get around and lead flock upfield with a full head of steam. There we go. We'll show it again. This time I won't screw up, I promise. Seal. There we go. Keep pushing him upfield. Drive him. And Bucky's riding right behind him. Drive him. Cut back inside. All the way downfield. Those are the kind of plays that why there's big running lanes. These are why there's big running lanes. These are why there's little things like that the second year offensive guard, was a guard, moved to tackle. Come on, I don't know why I'm slipping. His name is slipping my mind right now, but he's been like that since the beginning of the year, playing great at tackle, making a bounce back. Man, I couldn't be prouder for a guy bouncing back after struggling playing left guard last year. And here's another point I point out in the game. I don't know if y'all knew Bryce Young and Braswell are teammates at Alabama. I watched they had conversations with each other earlier in the game when Braswell came in. And that's a matchup I kept watching. I said, wouldn't it be cool if Braswell ended up getting a sack? Well, speak it into existence. Hop steps around the tackle. Tackle knows his beat. If he's even, he's leaving. Bryce Young has no clue that it's coming. And whap! It's a fumble. Let's see that same thing in slow motion. Yeah, get it. Doesn't have a clue. Bump. Fumble. And they drafted him in the second round to do things like that, and he's able to do so. Head on the ball, sacking the quarterback. Don't want to hurt your teammate. I just want to point out, I think that was a pretty cool moment for them, for him to sack his old quarterback. You know, you can't hit him in college and practice and things like that. So you actually got a chance to light your boy up playing again. I can't think if that's ever happened to me, playing against guys that were my teammates. So, but that's pretty cool, I think, for that to have happened, transpired. So I saw that in the game. You just got to have fun with certain things you see. We talk about all positives and things like that. There's some negative. The back end, that's why these guys got to communicate. Got so many different faces in it, and shifting in and shifting out. There was a couple of deep bombs. Zion's still having problems locating the ball in the air. Hopefully, I know they're going to work on that in practice. Mike Edwards, man, he got beat bad by Adam Thielen in that touchdown where he hit the stab inside and then went vertical. He was supposed, where he caught the ball is where Mike Edwards should have been, and it would have been an interception, but he did it. If Thielen's a veteran, you watch film and know what guys' tendency to bite on, and that's what he bit on for a touchdown. And people are going to cry and complain about blah, blah, blah. But as I said before, and I'll keep saying again, who else are you going to put in? Because like I said with my boy James Canada, there's no one else.
Listen, believe me when I tell you this. You can only get better. And you don't have to worry about getting a hook because I got no one left.
There's no one left. So this is what it is at this point. So Antoine Winfield and these guys get back. Thankfully, the offense is getting some more weapons back. I said with Cameron Johnson and Culp coming back. Payne Durham played really well, and I think that he had more confidence this game. He made some great blocks too. I didn't have time to put up. But yeah, when you know you're the guy for 2 weeks, you have a little more different confidence, level of confidence coming into the game. And then Devin Culp coming in, man. I told you that was one of my guys that I think there was going to be another sleeper guy. Watch 82, man. Keep your eyes on 82. Watch 82. He is going to produce fast. Was underused at Washington. He's with his other teammate, McMillan. I know they work out together. Keep your eyes on 82. Keep your eyes on Johnson. I think those guys are going to make a huge difference. Johnson was making a big difference early in the season until he got hurt. Now he's back. This offense is going to get better. And like I said, we got to get healthier. We got to draft better on defense, get some pressure and things like that, get some key veterans and stuff on defensive line and secondary. Well, the secondary was hurt with Bryce Hall getting hurt. I think he was going to make big contributions in this defense. I'm not sure if he can come back either. That'd be nice. It'd be nice to get Savasier Dennis back right before playoffs, man, that would be all too nice if that happened, but we'll just wait and see if it does. And it was at that moment. It was pretty much the whole game was at that moment. The block punt was the finale with the duck and everything like that. I think that was like the biggest part of it all, but it was all in all a great game to watch. It was fun. It was exciting. And then you had to wait for the night game where Washington took care of business. So now you control your own destiny with your big rival of New Orleans coming into the game. I'll be in attendance full effect, waiting to have fun for that game. And just looking forward to seeing the Spencer Rattler and the guys coming in. And I expect the Saints to come out with a full head of steam, trying to upset the Buccaneers and not making it into playoffs. If the Falcons lose again, then it doesn't matter. It pretty much seals the deal. But if the Bucs win the game, that's pretty much it. That's all I got for today. I'm glad you guys enjoyed everything. It's been fun all season. We got one more week. I'm just going speaking as this is 2 more weeks guarantee with the home playoff game. So it'll be 2 more home games. It'll be the Saints game, and then it'll be the playoff game coming up. So it'll be fun to watch, and I'm interested to see who they're going to play in that game. What do you guys think? Send me some videos and stuff. I'm always listening to different points and opinions. So if you got videos and stuff, email me. Should be my link and all that stuff should be there with my digital business card, my email and stuff. If you guys got stuff you want to talk about, even if we don't agree, it's still fun to debate. So yeah, you're the one, as we always do. You're the master of everything what you do with your life. What you do with it is entirely up to you. Thank you guys. God bless. And we'll see you next time. Fire those cannons. Peace.